So here's the question earlier. When do we have to write a sentence? When do we have to write words? So when it comes to the Cora, there's a strong possibility that it's going to be sentences. Now, short sentences, short and sweet, and you're going to get samples of it here. As I said, you can have a gut feeling. Cén fá bhfuil Anya tuirseach? Why is Anya tired? Well, you couldn't really have a one-word answer there. Tired job or tired football. So you kind of get that gut feeling. So here's what, so this is what was actually the answer. Tá sí gobagad Jean. So think about it. Why is Anya tired? Oh, she's working hard. That answers it. You know what these brackets means now. You don't need that to get the full 2 marks. Okay, another reason, Rinne she screwed the kind of Gaeilge, she's after doing the oral exam in Irish. Now, Louis gá rud a deir pól when a chuid léantas in old school. So 2 things about his days in university. Again, gut feeling, words, sentences, and obviously it's going to be, okay, a sentence. Now, again, this is going to annoy us, but, okay, what happened here? So, being léan crew aige, they had tough days, 2 marks. Or the third answer here, I'm going to skip the second answer for the moment. Ní raibh siad có stressful a léan in the hard test, it wasn't as stressful as the leaving cert days. Now, you're saying, Brendan, you're after saying they need a sentence, and all of a sudden, if pupils had the word crua, she was happy to give them 2. Basically, what possibly happened there was very few percentage of the country could handle that question. So very few. When the correct so many at the start, and to get a feeling of what pupils could cope with. So after so many were corrected, okay, all this analysis is done. Okay, that's the type of thing. And then what they might say is, oh God, they're really not doing well here. So that's why that happens there. Okay, so that's why, as I said, not 100% sure what to mark. So you just write whatever words you can. Okay, and that kind of highlights that. Okay, so Luig Rudderwan and Anya Fina Kashna Corner Screwdy her. So one thing that Anya said about the questions of the examiner. Okay, Fi Kuj Kashna Corham, you're looking for the word Corham, Resunta, and you get the idea. Now, why is that just a word? Well, okay, if I do this in English now, okay, Anya said that the exams were very fair and she thought some of the questions were very reasonable. Okay, so I asked you in English, okay, the following question. Tell me one thing that Anya said about the questions. Oh, they were reasonable and some of them were fair. So again, you get a sense, okay, yeah, that answers the question. So that's why it's a word in that case. So, Chadi and Tavra Kainchef Besproof Viagania. So, what was her topic of conversation? That doesn't suggest a sentence at times, that just suggests this. Well, what was the topic on? New technology. I know it's difficult, but hopefully you get the idea. Now let's take the next one. Corrigere Anya if we Facebook was fina Lunry Socialta. What did Anya say about Facebook and the social sites? Well, you kind of, as I said, you kind of know that they want a sentence this time. Kaindini Olga number camera Facebook to spend too much time on Facebook. So it's really the power of you knowing what the question means. Just something I meant to mention, when you get your paper in the Clustishkent in June, that you know yourself there's all this instruction at the start. Well, you shouldn't really be listening to any of that. You really should be lacing into the question and making sure that you can are pretty comfortable that you know exactly what they're looking for. And obviously, I'm sure your teacher hopefully is this type of thing that you highlight what's important in the question. So in this case, you'd highlight Tavra Kaincha. Okay, you might highlight the word Jer. Okay, I'm looking for what did she say? Okay, Cawell Polig Dolinish. So you might highlight Cawell. So you know Cawell means where. I'm looking for a place. And that's really, you should be doing that immediately when you get your paper. Forget about the instructions and all that. Because when do you really have to start concentration? Well, you really have to start when as soon as you hear the words Fogra Hain, now it's red alert. Okay, that you're trying to pick up the answers. And that might help you a little bit, okay, to decide whether it's sentence or, okay, words. Okay, next one, Corrado, we're still in the conversation section. Cain Gradam, think about it. What a word. It's going to be words. Scolar Nablina, she won. okay, student of the year. Now, Scoláire le Bliana, all right, if they write the word Scoláire, what award did Sean win last night? Scoláire student. That's not an answer, so obviously that would get nothing. So the only answer to accept is the answer. What did she win? Student of the year. Céim Club at Dagrig, that's the organised, okay, again, and Club Sláinte, so Céim Club, so we know it's a name we're looking for in this case. Scríobh Síos Pointe Bhána Luain Orla. Name one thing that Orla mentions about teenagers. Again, I think you get the feeling, oh yeah, must be kind of a sentence to need here. Iron along degree as in sport. No, ní Colin Chigolorama. And hopefully you get the idea. Okay, again, Dara Mayor. Ga imacht, see two imacht. Two imacht is events. So therefore, obviously it's words. Here, rudda one thing. So it's words again. And then, okay, when we come to the last section, piece of hen, okay, you get a sense. Now, this piece of hen poetry, it can be pretty difficult because, again, it's really because of the twice. So, piece of hen, Cén Stáisiún Radio, so that's what I would have highlighted. And it could have been Radio na Gaeltachta, could have been Radio na Lifa, which is the answer. Radio Limni, there's a Irish station in Limerick called Radio na Limni. So you might have an idea what the answer is even before the actual tape. Don't forget the tape this year will probably be topical. So what that means, it could be something, sometimes the little paragraphs could be something that happened during the year. And that actually can help because when you get a sense of what it's about, you might know that, oh yeah, I remember that story. That kind of helps you sometimes with the answers. So just to be aware of that. Sorry, that just came into my head. Okay, so Ken Dram, so group. Again, I didn't be, if I didn't know what dram meant, you kind of was in trouble. Okay, but again, watch the strictness, pub na Gaeilge, but you want to pub na Gaeilge Maria clear. Okay, Louis Pinchot